Hello, my name is Vanessa Cardenas, and I'm a betrayal recovery specialist. No one studies betrayal, unless, of course, you've been through it, and I went through it. I wanted to talk about self-care. I know. I remember sitting in my therapist's office and feeling guilty that I wasn't doing the self-care that my therapist was recommending because it would make me feel so much better. Well, it didn't. I didn't like any of the suggestions. They actually started to make me feel worse, as if I wasn't doing it purposely. There was another situation where I didn't like any of the suggestions that were being made. I didn't want a massage. I didn't want somebody touching me or getting my nails done, but it felt pretentious. It felt off. It just didn't feel real. And I wanted to be real. I wanted to do something real. I wanted to take a Louisville Slugger to both headlights, because what had happened for me was that all of the emotions that I had that would flip on a dime, I mean, instantaneously I would go from sad to rage, and then I would go from rage to curiosity, back to rage again, back to anger, back to sadness, and just I would get whiplash from all of the emotions. And what started happening was that my body became the coffin for all of these emotions. And there would be a moment, and we all know this moment, where you feel your lip quiver, your eyes start to get bloodshot and watery, and you're holding on to the tears, but then they cascade out of you because you're in so much pain. You're in so much pain. How do we alleviate that pain? How do we get it up and out? Because that's what we need to do. We need to get it up and out. And that's whether it is only a few days removed, a few weeks removed, a few months removed, or even years. Yes, we can get stuck for years. I don't want that. As you start to move through all of the emotions that you have, and I know that they're ridiculously painful. I can tell you this. There's beauty on the other side. There truly is. When someone said it to me, I was like, there's no way. There is no way I'm going to feel like this forever. And when we speak in absolutes, we don't allow anything else to come in. We don't. Because we have put up a brick wall, an absolute brick wall. We're in so much pain, we never want to feel like that again. But I can tell you this. We need to take a step back. We need to move backwards, because right now we're up against that brick wall. But what if I could tell you, maybe it's a stop sign. Maybe it's actually a speed bump. Wouldn't that be nice? If this painful moment in time was actually just a speed bump. I know, it's hard to wrap our heads around. It took me a long time to wrap my head around it as well. But my betrayal, yeah, it felt like a Mack truck in my face. And now, so many years removed and so much work through it, it's a speed bump. At the time, it was a brick wall. But now, looking back, that's a speed bump. It was a rough one. It was a long one. It was a bumpy one. But here I am in front of you. An example of what is actually possible. You will get through this. You absolutely will. With a lot of self-help, because you do need the help. And I know that you're looking for the help because you are here. My specialty is betrayal. If you experienced betrayal, there was an affair that has led to your divorce, or it was a slow burn, that's my area of expertise. That is my zone of genius. Let's dive right into what we are here for today. We are going to talk about self-care. I want to be very careful with this because self-care is often weaponized. Yeah. If we don't feel good after the self-care thing that we did, we feel shame, guilt, and worthlessness. Like, why isn't this working for me? It's worked for everybody else. Everybody's talking about how great this is. I don't feel that way. What's wrong with me? And then we spiral all over again. I don't want that for you. The things that I'm going to share with you today, there's absolutely no pressure to do any of it. No, there's no emphasis on time, on duration, or on progression. You have permission to just, no, that doesn't feel right. Some others, yeah, that's kind of interesting. I'm going to try that. I'm going to see how that feels. Because all of this is about how you feel. And you need to allow all those feelings to move through you so that they can grab a hold of that rage, that anger, all those dark emotions in there. They can grab a hold of that and help pull it out, help weed it out. Because this is your ecosystem. This is your beauty, inside and out. You don't want to poison it. So we need ways of working through it. This is definitely at your own pace. There is no timeline on this. My goal for you is that you do things that feel good to you, that either move you forward or allow you to stand still, looking forward. Everything is forward based. We can't change the past. And as painful as they are, we can't change it. Stop looking back there, because that's not the direction that you're going in. You're right here, right now. And if you feel stuck, at least hopefully you are looking forward. If you're stuck and you're looking forward, you are making progress. I know that sounds silly, but it's true. And if you're taking incremental steps forward, you're making progress. You are. It might not feel that way, but you are. Just because I buy a pair of the most expensive, top of the line running shoes does not mean that I can run a marathon tomorrow. Not at all. I got to start with lacing them up and taking a step, and then taking another step, and then walking, maybe a light trot, then maybe a jog, and then the miles start to tack on. The duration of time, consequential, just as long as you keep looking. So let's talk about self-care, and it's S.E.L.F. All right, nice acronym. So the S is for sleep. What do you mean sleep? I can barely close my eyes because the movie of our relationship runs through it. Sleep. I want you to think of it this way. Think of sleep as therapy. Sleep is therapy. It allows your body to rejuvenate, to restore, to have those moments where it resets. So if you can sleep, try as hard as you can. Have all the routines in place to help sleep. Because you and I both know how good it feels when we've had a good night's sleep. We wake up feeling energized, ready to go, feeling like we can tackle the day. We also know how it feels when we don't have a good night's sleep. We're lethargic. Everything irritates us. It's a bad day. Sleep free therapy for you. Free, Free, free therapy, overnight therapy, 6 to 8 hours of therapy. That is absolutely golden. So the S is for sleep. The E is for exercise. When you're telling me to exercise, I'm telling you to move your body in some way, manner, shape, or form. What's great for me is I have a lot of clients come here into my office and I give them a wiffle bat. What do you mean a wiffle bat? Yeah, I give them a wiffle bat and I have them hit my sofa until they are exhausted. And you'd be surprised, they hit it, then they get into it. They grab a hold of it and they really get into it. And then the yelling starts because they're feeling all of those emotions come out and they're getting it to the point of exhaustion. That's a form of exercise. It is. Move your body, because when you move your body, you're moving those emotions around in your body and hopefully up and out, up and out. We talked about this before, touched on it. The L is for look forward. Look forward to something, whatever it is. Put into place something to look forward to. If there's something that you enjoy, look forward to it. Mark it in your calendar. If it's something related to your children, look forward to that. Have something in place that you look forward to. And it doesn't need to be years out or months out. It could be days out. It could be hours out. If there's this favorite television program that you love to watch, that you can't binge watch, and you enjoy that, look forward to that. F and self, S-E-L-F. F is for fuel. That is the food that you eat. As you and I both know that there's certain foods that taste really good going in, but half hour later you're like, ugh. No, that doesn't. I want you to think of the food that you can eat that will make you feel good for a duration of time. You know how to nourish your body. And if you don't, research it. Having a body that is well nourished can heal itself. Another part of fuel is hydration, water. Absolutely. Again, free. You do it all day long. You drink liquid. Try to incorporate water. If water just tastes kind of thing, drizzle lemon, drizzle lime, drizzle coconut water. But have as much water as you can to hydrate your body. When your body starts to feel good. And then the third thing, part of fuel, is to breathe. Vanessa, what do you mean, breathe? Yes, breathe. We breathe all day long, but we breathe up here. Shallow breathing. And it is in our DNA that when we shallow breathe, our DNA is stressed out. It senses danger, that there must be danger around because we're shallow breathing. We're anticipating something's going to happen. That's shallow breathing. That's what we do all day long because we don't intentionally breathe. I invite you to breathe. Want to know a technique? I'll share it with you. I work in corporate America for over 20 years, actually over 30 years now. And probably about 25 to 30 years ago, smoking was something that was happening. It doesn't happen as much now. But let me share this story with you. We were under a tight deadline, and the deadline was 5 p.m. And it was 10:30 in the morning, and everybody's all stressed out and running around. I suddenly realized that 6 people got up and left. Where are they going? Oh, smoking break. Smoking break. Okay. They came back 15 minutes later, energized, charged, ready to go, get the project done. I thought to myself, wow, you're so relaxed. How is that possible? And I noticed it for quite a while, how these individuals seem to go out on a smoking break and come back so relaxed. So I decided to, no, not start smoking, but observe it, see if there was something else about the action that was causing it. And what I discovered was that, and if you've smoked, former smoker, or know somebody that smokes, you know what I'm going to say. They take the cigarette out of the pack, they put it up to their lips, and they light it. And what's the first thing they do? They take in that first drag, breathe deep all the way down to their hips, hold it, and then relax, sit out, exhale. Now the average cigarette is 20 of those drags, 20 of those deep breaths in. And what do they do on the last one? They take that one in the deepest, hold it for the longest, let go, and flick the cigarette. I invite you to consider this. It is the action of deep breathing that's bringing the relaxation. So I invite you to smoke without the cigarette. That will help you deep breathe. The average pack of cigarettes is 20. So 20 times 20 is 400 deep breaths. I want you to start with 1 or 2 cigarettes, 20 deep breaths, 40 deep breaths. And how I'm going to challenge you to do that as well is your device you look at all day long. Every time you pick up your phone to look at it for anything, whether it dings or whatever it does, I invite you to take 1 deep breath. That's it, just 1 deep breath. Every time you reach for your phone, you're going to be surprised how often you do this. And that is part of self-care. S-E-L-F. S is for sleep. E is for exercise. L is for look forward. And F is for fuel, which is the food that you eat, the water that you drink, breathing deeply. That's your self-care. It doesn't cost you anything. No cost whatsoever. You can do this completely at your own pace. So I want you to embrace those routines every time you pick up your phone. That's a new routine. I want you also to not ignore your feelings. Don't ignore them. Don't bury your head in the sand. Move through them. The exercise helps. It doesn't have to be anything substantial. You don't have to feel pressured that, oh, I got to get workout clothes and this and that. It can be as simple as body weight, moving your arms around, jumping jacks, twisting, whatever it is, move your body. Every time you move your body, think, Vanessa said, every time I move my body, emotions are coming up and out. My body is not going to be the coffin for these emotions. I want you to think about this journal prompt. What are you lovingly leaving behind? I want you to think about that and really focus on that, because you do need to leave something. You need to make room. As you move through this difficult period in your life, it is glorious on the other side. It truly is. And you will get there. You absolutely will. And if you need some assistance, you want to accelerate it a little bit, you want some tools and techniques, personalized service related to your unique situation, by all means, reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help guide you through the process and get through to the other side. I've got you. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me today. It has been an honor and privilege to be here for the 6th time. Yes, lucky number 6. I am very grateful to this group for giving me the platform to share this wisdom I've curated over the years. I've been honored and blessed to work with so many clients and help them move through so that they can rediscover themselves, love them, trust themselves, and most importantly, give